I'm Shelly, and I'm respectable, which means that when you first see me, you suddenly can't remember if you've returned your library books or not. And if you haven't, it's not too late. I don't try to be respectable, I can't help it. I was born wearing glasses and sensible shoes. Sometimes I try to change it up. I mean, right now, I don't know if you can tell, I'm wearing leopard print shoes. It doesn't help. It doesn't matter what I wear. I'm still a civil servant who denied your application. What was it, DMV? Jury duty? Now it was me. In fact, I went to the county clerk's office to update my passport, no particular reason, and I walked up to the counter, I looked at the women, and I said, oh my God, it's like looking in a mirror. Especially when she denied my application.
Hello, everybody. Bonjour. Buenas tardes. Howdy. Aloha. Ciao a tutti. Yeah, I think I've pretty much used all of my knowledge there. This is the Funny Women of a Certain Age podcast coming back to you to start out 2026. I would say with a bang, but let's not get too crazy. I'm your host, Shelly Colman, and that was me that you just heard. Last October, I had the great pleasure of going to Chicagoland to take part in the Funniest Female Festival at Comedyplex Comedy Club in Oak Park, Illinois. And it was a lot of fun. If you are in the Chicagoland area and you have the chance to go to Comedyplex, please do. You will enjoy yourself. I can pretty much guarantee it. So since we're starting out a new year, I figured I'd take a look back at the old year and catch up on some of the funny women who joined us on the podcast. So let's get started. First of all, we had a visit from Maureen Langan, who was a journalist before she started doing comedy. She's all over YouTube, so check that out. And here is just a little bit of Maureen Langan.
Okay, but truth be told, I am at that age post-period, pre-death. That's my age range. Here it is. I don't want to be a cougar. Absolutely not. I don't need some young hot guy named Chad touching my belly fat going, ooh, what's this? What's this? This is rage. Rage, covered by affordable treats and wine from Trader Joe's. That's what this is. We got going here, baby.
That was Maureen Langan, and if you want to check her out, which of course you do, best thing to do is to follow her on Instagram at Maureen Langan. I will spell that, MaureenLangan, and she's going to be traveling a lot. She's going to be heading out on a European tour in February, March, April. A little closer to home, she's going to be in Erie, Pennsylvania on January 16th and 17th, and January 23rd, Long Island, New York. So plenty of opportunities to see Maureen. Next up, I want to take you back to Anne Stesney, who joined us in the fall. She is a local comic now and local to New York City. And here is a little bit of Anne Stesney.
That is cute. Teenage boys are like that, though. They're really cocky, but then they turn around and they're so insecure. And one thing I know they're all afraid of is looking gay. Like, even the gay ones. Like, all of them. My son and his friends, they walk around all the time. They're like, oh, no homo, man. And they say this while being aggressively homoerotic with each other. Yeah, teenage boys can't keep their hands off each other. They come over to my house. They're immediately, like, jumping on each other's backs and wrestling each other to the ground. I'm like, kiss already, you guys. Jesus.
That was Anne, everybody. She's going to be doing the West End Comedy Festival in March, and she produces her own show in New York City. It's called the ADHD Comedy Hour. It's every month. It's either at the Comedy Shop or Bushwick Comedy Club. You can follow her at ANODARSTESNEY.com. So that's ANODARSTESNEY.com. She's also on Instagram, of course, because, who isn't? We also had a visit from Cory Kahaney, a comic that I have known about since, since she and I were both young pups. young wannabes. Well, actually, I was a wannabe. She was actually a working comic. Anyway, here's a minute from Cory's Antique Jokes show on Amazon Prime.
I became addicted to online shopping. It is my favorite thing to do is just to get up and just shop on. I love it so. The only thing, okay, if I had to say there's one problem with the online shopping is when you get to the last page, you know, and you're checking out where you're going to pay, and at the very bottom, they ask you if you have a promo code, which tells you somebody has a promo code. Who has this promo code? This makes me crazy. I gotta Google the promo code. You ever do this? You Google the promo code. I can never find the promo code. I try all these codes. You wanna laugh? One time I was so desperate, I was so determined to get a discount, I just sat there for an hour making up codes. Oh yeah, sale 20, sale 15, spring 20, spring 15. I save, you save, we all save. Finally, I just typed in up yours, and I got 50% off.
That was Cory Kahaney, and you can find her, of course, at her website, which is CoryKahaney.com. Next up, we have Roz Browne. Roz is doing a show called In Search of Black People. It's a solo exploration of culture and identity. It was written and performed by Roz and directed by Jane Morris, and she's going to be taking that to the Edinburgh Fringe this coming, I believe it's in August. So if you're going to be in the UK and you want to check out Rosalind Brown, please do that.
When I first got married, I tried to do all the domestic stuff, you know, the cooking and cleaning stuff. 2 years later, I stopped doing all of that. I did. He come calling me on the phone one time. He said, "Roz, anything on the stove?" I said, "Yeah, that white paint and those 4 range tops." He said, "Roz, you're not a good housewife." I said, "Look around. I ain't got a house. I'm an apartment wife."
And you can go to her website, which is rozbrowne.com. Ellen Karis joined us back in the summer, and she is known as the Greek goddess of comedy. And you don't argue with a goddess.
We go out to dinner, and my husband loves salmon. He orders it wherever we go. So we sit down, the waiter comes over, "What would you like?" And my husband says, and he says it this way, "I would like the salmon, and I would like it prepared as well as the chef will allow." So the waiter walks away. I go, "Okay, first of all, why are you talking with the King's English over there? You sound like me. You're from Long Island. You don't talk like that, you know? And also, we're in Applebee's."
Ellen has a dry bar comedy special, which you can find on YouTube. And she also has her own podcast, which you can find out about at her website, which is ellenkaris, KARIS.com. In December, I got to talk to Felicia Michaels, who is an LA comedian, a writer, actor, producer. She wrote, produced, and directed a feature-length film called Pervs, which is available on Amazon Prime. It was an award winner, and it's about comedians, among other things. So you will definitely want to take a look at that. So here's a little bit of Felicia Michaels.
You know, like my one son wanted a $200 pair of skinny jeans, right? $200. But then it was his birthday, you know, and he got a good report card, so I bought the jeans. And he put them on. You guys, they were tight. You could see a dime in his pocket. And he wore them all day without complaint. Oh, but then that night, he's like, Mom, the skinny jeans are too tight. They're giving me a boner. You know, and as a mom, I was like, wow, I must be a good mom, you know? I'm like his safe zone because he's sharing that with me. But as a woman, I was like, that is some creepy fucking shit that he is sharing that with me. And then he goes, what do I do about it, right? And I can't tell him what to do about it. I'm his mom. That'll fuck him up. You know what I mean? I can't say, go into your bedroom and quietly machine gun that shit into a sock. Right? But he came to me for answers, right? So I thought about all the gentlemen that I date, right? I'm a single woman. And what about the gentlemen that get a little randy, but I don't want them to? You know, what do I say to those gentlemen to make that kind of go away, right? And then I came up with an idea. So I started telling my son about my hopes and dreams. That worked.
And her website is Felicia, Felicia, Michaels.net. Last but not least, comedian Donna Lewis was our guest back in August. Leanne Lord and I had a great time talking with Donna. I had met Donna as part of the Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest. Unfortunately, Donna passed away this past fall in 2025. She was an inspiration to a lot of people. She started comedy fairly late, as I did. She was a NASA employee, which made her a hero to me. And I want to finish up this episode with some inspirational words for other women of a certain age from the lovely and talented and greatly missed Donna Lewis.
Hey, look. I started this comedy thing at the tender age of 55. I'm an AARP card carrying person. But that means I'm awesome, I'm audacious, and a Rubenesque princess. And look, every decision when I put on clothes and I leave the house, does this outfit go with Medicaid Part A or B? And being older, you know, I figured women our age gotta be fearless and try new things, so I tried comedy and took a class. So women over 50 and 60, you know, take a comedy class, go skydiving. Do jumping jacks without a panty liner, scary stuff like that. I'm Donna Lewis, I gotta pee, bye.
There you go. Do something brave, so says Donna Lewis, R.I.P. Donna. That's it. So we will be back in a couple of weeks with new guests, new funny women of a certain age. If you want to check out our live performance schedule, please do that at the Funny Women of a Certain Age website, which is, you'll never guess, funnywomenofaccertainage.com. Also, check out the 3 Funny Women of a Certain Age specials, which are available now on Comedy Dynamics and on Amazon Prime. And come see us live. Thanks for supporting comedy. Thanks for supporting this podcast. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.